Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk about beginners, or let's lump it into another group. How about people that just want to keep their car looking new and good all the time? So there's a lot of debate. Should you do a one-step correction, a one-step enhancement, an all-in-one, yada yada yada? There's one-step, two-step, three-step correction, polishing, enhancing. I would say I would highly recommend the all-in-one, which there's many on the market. You can pick a company that you like, that you want to support. Maybe you know the owner, you're a big fan of the company, you've read a lot about the company. Latch onto a company you can get behind and buy a product that they make. There are a lot of all-in-ones. One of my favorites is the Meguiar's D166. Does it mean it's the best for you? No, it doesn't, but I'm a big fan of it. You can do the whole car with this and then go back and wipe it down. Easy to remove. Now, the level of correction is going to come from the pad that you choose. This pad I'm using today is an older version of an Adams Polishes pad. And the reason I'm using that one for this product today, which is probably a bad example, is it's an older pad and I'm getting ready to discard it. So I thought, I'll go ahead and use an all-in-one where there's going to be a little bit of a wax in the pad, which are harder to remove from the pads, right? Anyway, so as a beginner, or again, somebody just trying, man or woman, just trying to keep their car looking good, go down and buy you a polisher. This just happens to be the Adams Polishes Swirl Killer. It's the 15 millimeter long throw. It's not the 21. 21 has the biggest throw. I bought the 15 because of price. I believe they got me at this one $229, I want to say. You don't have to buy that polisher, guys. I'm simply using this polisher in this video for one reason: convenience. 25-foot cord, right? I've got my 25-foot cord. I don't have to run an extension cord. So a beginner polisher, man or woman, or even child, how about that? You can go down and buy a Porter cable from Orchard Supply Hardware. You might be able to order it from Home Depot. You might be able to pick it up at an automotive store. Or you can buy the third generation Griot's machine at, I believe, AutoZone or Pep Boys. And the beautiful thing of that is I do believe they also sell pads. I've seen them in my local stores. Pep Boys seems to be the best around here where I'm at for that. But anyway, buy the correcting pad and maybe a polishing pad. The pad difference is a little bit of the denseness. It's going to be more firm for the correcting, a little softer for the polishing, and super soft for waxing or finishing pad, which you're not going to need for this. This is an all-in-one. People, again, they're going to want to keep their new cars looking new. And for beginners, this is something you can play with. A super safe product, guys. This isn't going to hurt your paint. You can sit there with a DA polisher all day long. You could ramp up your DA polisher to speed 6 and leave it on that panel, honestly, for a minute or two, and it's not going to hurt it. I almost can guarantee that. It's not, especially with an all-in-one product. There are some abrasives in there that are going to correct. This isn't like a heavy cutting compound, which I highly discourage you from using. If you need to get something out of your paint, you're going to want to sand with maybe 3000 grit and then use the Ceramics by CSI. It's an amazing polish, and it will not remove, at least it doesn't seem to want to remove paint from body lines and stuff. So anyway, this is for beginners or people that want to keep their new car looking new. Stick with the all-in-one products, guys. Get you a clay kit. Whether you buy the Adams, I like the Visco clay because it comes with basically a handle here inside, a little handle to keep your clay on so that you can hold it and don't drop it. Probably the best part of the Visco clay. I bought the Visco clay. First of all, I love Adams, but secondly, I wanted this gadget so I can buy Clay Magic, I can buy Meguiar's clay, I can buy any and use it with this because this gives you something to hang on to. So other clays you get like this, you drop them, throw it away. If you drop the clay, throw it away. One way to clay your car. And you can buy an Adams kit. It comes with detail spray, it comes with everything you would need to clay, okay? My personal favorite clay lube, Shine Mist, Shine Supply. You don't have to do this. You don't have to buy Meguiar's Shine Supply. Go to AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Walmart, Pep Boys, and buy the Meguiar's or the Mother's kit. That's a retail line. They'll work fantastic. You don't have to have any of this extra stress. Keep it simple. Right, Tom? Kiss. Keep it simple. So, you also have this option. It's a brand new released product. I think this one's like 22 bucks. It's kind of pricey. But it's an iron removing spray clay. This could be a game changer. Haven't used it yet, but it could be. If this works like they say, you're going to wash, you're going to use this, let it dwell, wash again, rinse, done. That's it. Whereas traditional clays, clay mitts, clay towels, lubricant, an actual claim, which is going to mar the paint, right? If this works like they say, and I can't say, I haven't tried it. Game changer. You don't have to touch the paint. Good idea. And then there's the increasing debate of panel prep, right? Do you use IPA? Do you use IPA, isopropyl alcohol, mixed with water? That's what this is. That's what I started using as my paint prep. Isopropyl alcohol, half water. That's it. Or you can go with a company. You can go with Optimum, Meguiar's, Adams, Shine Supply. Throwback seems to be my favorite. I don't know, it's like the smell or whatever, but I also think Jeremy Stevens, being a detailer, knows what he's doing. So I believe in his products. I believe in Adam's products. Let's not get sidetracked. So let's keep it focused on an all-in-one process. So for beginner, you're going to hear a lot of talk about seasoning or priming your pad. I still don't season or prime my pad, and I'm not a pro, so let's keep that straight. Some people would argue that you need to prime your pad or season it. So let's go with the Sticker Bomb Detail Spray by Adams. Again, you don't have to buy this product. Go to O'Reilly's or AutoZone, Walmart, any retail store, get a detail spray. Get you a correcting pad. Give it one spray, people. That's it. Don't overdo it. Don't overthink it. Don't overdo it. Give your all-in-one product. In this case, happens to be my favorite all-in-one product, Meguiar's D166. Now, to simplify this, you can buy the new Meguiar's 3-in-1. You can buy Griot's Garage 3-in-1, or you can buy Meguiar's Mirror Bright line polishing wax. There is a retail line of this stuff. I think they still make it. I might be wrong on that. Well, that stank. Anyway, I'm going to put like 5 little dollops on this. Stuff smells good. Show you what I did to my pad. I did it with detail spray, right? So I moistened the pad with detail spray. Put 5 or 6 drops of product on here. What I'm going to do, spread it around, low speed. Now as a beginner, it's going to be a little intimidating. It always is to anybody. I don't care who started when they started. They were probably intimidated to put a machine on a car. This is a brand new car. And talk about nerve-wracked. I experimented learning a rotary, which I was terrified of, on this brand new car. So that'll get you. But with the CSI product that I use, no problems. So, beginners, get your pad on the panel. Put the machine on 1. Let's start with 1, super slow. You cannot hurt the paint on 1. You can't. It's impossible. Spread out a section, maybe 2x2, that you're always going to hear the 2x2 section. Do the 2x2, a workable area. It doesn't have to be big. When you're just starting, get some product on the paint, smear it around, put the machine on 4. Not 5, not 6. You're just basically creating unnecessary heat at that point. You don't need it. It's going to damage your pad, I think, more than anything. So you don't want to run pads. They're not cheap. And another thing I learned, which was disheartening, after you do a hood, say 10 hoods with one pad, you're basically going to toss it. So you're going to do maybe 2 or 3 cars with a pad, maybe, and it goes in the trash. They don't last forever. So take care of your pads. Keep the heat down. So I'm going to put it on 4. And I'm going to go back over this area where I smoothed out the product, the D166, all in one, which means it takes a little bit of the scratching out, brings up the gloss a little bit, puts down a small, slight layer of protection, all in one. Super easy product. Anybody can do this. Speed 4, here we go. That's it. That's it. Don't be afraid to do this. Get your machine and get with it. So, this is considered one section pass. You basically go north and south, 4 overlapping passes. East and west, 4 overlapping passes, 5 or 6, depending on if you're working a square area or a rectangular area, okay? So don't hold me to the 4 and 4. North and south, east and west, north and south, east and west. Cross hatch pattern. Get down some product. Don't freak out on a new car, old car. Test the spot if it's a super old car in a 1-stage paint. All-in-one product, super friendly, super easy to use. As a beginner, I highly recommend this. Get a feel for your machine, get a feel for your product. If you want more correction, maybe use the One-Step pad by Lake Country. It's a microfiber pad, probably a little more cut, or the Adams One-Step pad, CSI One-Step pad. Depending on the pad that you use, the hand speed that you use is going to dictate the cut or the correction that you get. So buff this off. Super easy to take off. I think some people use water to, a slightly damp towel. Ivan LaCroix used to say that, never take polish off dry. So depending on which theories you're going to sign off on and sign up with and follow is what you're going to do. A lot of forums discuss this stuff. A lot of detailers, million videos out there. Again, I'm not a detailer. I'm just a guy showing you what I've done over the years, how I learned. I bought some cheap products and just started doing it. So, and I'm telling you, I was nerve-wracked I bought a cheap Chicago Electric polisher and a pad kit by a company. Bought some Meguiar's Ultimate Compound and Ultimate Polish, Ultimate Wax. That's how I started. And I was freaked out to do it. Oh my God, I'm gonna run this paint on this car. I don't know what I'm doing. It's not gonna happen. Not with a DA, I'm telling you. Especially with an all-in-one product. They're meant to do some minor lifting or correcting, bring some gloss up and put down some little bit of protection, guys. So let's go take a look at this. I'm gonna put my tripod up. Bear with me here a minute. I know this is super unprofessional, right? I get it, but gotta figure this out, man. There's gotta be a better way to put something on a tripod and take it off. Last video, frustrating. I did this whole like half-hour video for you guys, and then whatever I did with my tripod, I must have hit the delete button, threw it away. Anyway, here's the section that I did. I would say for a daily driver or anybody just trying to have a good-looking vehicle, that's pretty amazing. There are some flaws in this, but there's a long story to this hood. When I first got this car, I was putting a coating on it. Well, I put the coating down, wasn't happy with just the coating, wanted to do a topper. You're always going to want more, guys. Once you learn this one step or this all-in-one, you're going to want more. You're going to want super gloss. You're going to want sealant. You're going to want coatings. It never ends. I'm telling you right now, the detailing industry has amazing products, but at the same time, amazing marketing, and you're always going to want more. So let's review this real quick. I'm going to go over what I advise you guys to do. Get a polisher. Doesn't have to be an Adams, okay? It does not. It can be a Griot's. It can be a Porter Cable. Get yourself an all-in-one product. Meguiar's Ultra Polishing Wax. It's a great product. I like it. Get yourself a clay kit. Go down to an auto parts store and buy a clay kit. You don't have to buy these separately like I did. Or go to AutoZone, O'Reilly's, or Pep Boys and get the detailer line by Meguiar's iron removing spray clay. Get you a detail spray to get your pad wet. Get you a decent panel prep or alcohol and water. And buy yourself some good microfibers. Do yourself a favor there. There's probably 1,000 people out there that claim they make the best microfibers. Personally, I use Auto Fiber. Great customer service, great products. So that's who I use. There's a ton of products on this board here, things that I use and support. Some I don't, like the Sonax. Never have used Sonax. That was just a sticker given to me. I have used Pinnacle. Probably the highlight on that board, if you pick it apart. I definitely endorse Auto Fiber, but I'm just a guy. I'm not a pro. Adams, Lake Country, Meguiar's, Shine Supply, and Glasswell. Glasswell's a good one for headlight cleaning and headlight product. Guys, they make good stuff. So that's my video today for beginners and people that want to keep their car looking new all the time. And then when you wash your car weekly, I would highly recommend you use a spray wax. Use something to help this light protection last. Do this probably twice a year, minimally, or 4 times a year if you want to do that. And then once you perfect this a little bit and you feel more comfortable doing this process of polishing or enhancing your paint, then you can get into buying some different pads and a better machine, even a rotary, which is amazing. I just started using a rotary and the CSI system. It's amazing. Don't worry about that yet. Get used to the DA. Use an all-in-one product, not aggressive at all. And it's going to take a little bit of time to get that gloss and shine into the paint. Don't get discouraged on your first panel pass or your first section pass. It may take 4 or 5 before you learn the speed and the light down pressure and your hand speed. Your arm speed is huge in this. And also prep, guys. The washing, the stripping of any oils on your paint, the claying. You can use an iron remover. There's all these things you can do. But just get you a decent machine. You can get the Bauer machine at Harbor Freight. Super inexpensive. It's supposed to be a good machine. And if you have any coupons, you can buy it even cheaper. Get you an all-in-one product. I believe Meguiar's has the Mirror Bright line polishing wax, which is very similar to what I just showed you, but it's a retail line. Works good. I've used it on an RV before. Very good, very cheap, inexpensive. 3-in-1 by either Griot's or Meguiar's as well would work fine. Or if you don't want to buy a Bauer machine at Harbor Freight, upgrade your machine a little bit. Go ahead and buy the Generation 3 or the 3rd generation, however you say it, by Griot's Garage. You can get those at Pep Boys or AutoZone, and they also sell pads. Buy you a compounding pad, maybe a polishing pad. I've never had use for a finishing pad. I've never had to perfect paint. There's this whole thing you can do in detailing. It just goes on and never stops. So depending on your experience, just get some product, get you a pad, get you a machine, and get on your car. I promise you, any new car, you're not gonna hurt it with a DA and an all-in-one product. I would almost bet you my entire paycheck on that. You're not going to do it. So don't be afraid. Just get something and get busy to it, guys. Thanks for watching and tune in next time. I don't have any idea what I'm going to do. Maybe when the weather clears up outside and I don't have wind blowing my redwood ferns all over and dust everywhere, I'll actually do this hood with a 3 or 4 step process and put a coating on it. I've got the Luxury Microfiber Shield Pro that I'm going to put on this car. I used his original release Shield. It wasn't called anything, just Shield, I believe. And I liked it. It was impressive to me. Some people hated it, but I think Scott's onto something at Dallas Paint Correction. Anyway, tune in next time, guys. Thanks for watching.